What's happening, gang? It's your boy Retro back again with another reaction video. Yeah. Today we got another huge update. It's now seen that supposed special counsel Jack Smith running directly into a brick wall in this newest update. He's catching a big backfire down in the state of Florida. He's raising eyebrows, question, and concerns in regards to the legitimacy of his appointment to that special counsel, special prosecutor seat by Attorney General Merrick Garland. Also raising questions of concerns in regards to his case, that classified documents case, heading straight towards possibly getting tossed out based on this next update. I'm excited to get to the clip and see exactly what's going on, what kind of trouble Jack Smith has got himself into now. So we get straight to the update and I'll give my thoughts on the back end, guys. So definitely stick around to the end. See, I just get my thoughts on the back end, and also YouTube pushes this video out. Definitely stick around until the end, you guys. But yeah, let's get straight to the news. Before we do that though, make sure you guys hit that like button for me and also hit that subscribe button as we're on the road to the truth. Hop aboard for the journey. Let's get into it, y'all.
Jack Smith is a massive screw up. I've got a bunch of headlines. This is a different technique than I usually do. I mean, I've done this before with you guys. I just grabbed a bunch of headlines, okay? So we're not even going to read the articles. It's just going to be headline. Boom, boom, boom. All of them proving our case. Jack Smith screwed up. All of these cases against Trump completely backfired. Welcome to Doug in Exile. This is where the happy patriots are. This is where I've been making my case, about a 1-year case on how Trump is winning, is going to win, that it's not blind hope or faith, that it's not just wishful thinking, but there's actual good factual reasons to prove and show that Trump is going to win. I'm going to do a number of videos today, at least I would say 4 videos today. Most of them are about how the Democrats are in complete free fall and Trump is nearly securing this election. Doesn't mean we don't have to fight. Doesn't mean the Democrats aren't going to throw everything they possibly can at him, including you know what, like they might try to take him out. Here's the headlines. Here's a 3-banger all in one image. Judge denies request to restrict Trump's statements. So these are the first wins he has, is to not get gagged in the Florida cases. The Hill, Cannon chastises Smith team, denies gag order. Request in Trump classified documents case. That's the Hill. Here's CNN. Judge Cannon rejects request for gag order against Donald Trump in classified documents case. And the New Republic, how Judge Cannon's petty ruling could be her downfall. That sounds like Emperor Palpatine language from Star Wars. This is what happens when you get a fair judge. That's Aileen Cannon, happens to be appointed by Trump, but she's doing everything normal. And so she does not take away Trump's First Amendment right to free speech because Jack Smith wants a gag order. And that makes him flip out. So that's the number 1 part of Trump's win in Florida, okay? Here's Newsweek. Jack Smith, quote, mistake in Trump case has come back to bite him, says a legal analyst. What's the mistake? What mistake did Jack Smith make? Oh, he let a court case go through that wasn't in hostile territory. Here's the subheadline. You can see it down there. Harvard law professor Lawrence Tribe says special counsel Jack Smith should not have held the Trump classified documents case in Florida. You dummy. Like, you know it's bad. How can any American feel like they're going to get justice if this is the way you have to shop for the right courtroom? Trump should be able to do this documents case in New York and have it come out with the same verdict, but it won't, because we know this is about politics, that in New York, you cannot get justice. You might get it in Florida. You will not get it in New York. The mistake wasn't that Trump got his case, the Mar-a-Lago documents case, sent to Florida. The mistake was that all of his other trials took place in New York, with all Democrat Soros-funded apparatchiks at him. That's the real mistake that America has made. Here's another headline. Politico, opinion. The Supreme Court could make the president a king. Now, that, of course, is stupid. This is about the High Court's decision on Trump's immunity claim. Trump says he has immunity. And so, but because they know that he's probably going to win that claim, that he's probably going to have limited immunity, that they're saying, they're trying to already sting the court with, you know, you could be turning the president into a king. I'm only pointing this out because according to this headline at Politico, it means Trump is probably winning that case. See how you can kind of read between the lines? If they weren't afraid of him winning that court case, that he has immunity as president, which totally goes into what he's allowed to say on January 6th and all this stuff, they wouldn't be writing that headline. Here's Law and Crime News. Mar-a-Lago judge, this is really good, allows former U.S. Attorney General to join conservative legal heavyweights arguing, quote, illegality of Jack Smith's appointment, unquote. This is about Jack Smith, that his whole appointment was illegal. It was never taken before the Senate to vote on or to have any kind of review. Is it Senate or Congress? I don't know which. Anyways, they didn't review him. They ran him through. And that was Ed Meese wrote that first. I think that he's Ronald Reagan's attorney general. Wrote the first opinion on that. And now Cannon's allowing others to join that opinion that Jack Smith shouldn't even have that job. He might end up losing his job if we're all lucky. Here's Slate. Jack Smith has one option to push back against Trump-appointed Judge Aileen Cannon. By the way, I've read that option. It is such a long shot, bizarre. It's basically a way just to go jump over her head and go to another court. It's some weird legalese thing. Don't worry, guys. Point is, he has no option against Cannon. They're going for these Hail Mary, one last option, one lucky shot because he lost. Mar-a-Lago is done. Here's Mother Jones, the liberal rag. Jack Smith asks judge to limit Trump's lies about the FBI. They're begging him, don't give him his free speech. He keeps telling what Mother Jones calls a lie about the FBI, when really it was the truth about the FBI, that they were setting him up with their invasion of his house, with their initial investigation. They were saying, like, could you imagine if 49 like federal officers went and broke into the Obama's house to look for records like they did at Mar-a-Lago? You know what I mean? Or went into the Hunter Biden's or Clinton's house. Here's MSNBC News. Judge Aileen Cannon hands Trump another win in classified documents case on Friday. Special counsel, she moved to modify Trump's release conditions in the classified documents case. It didn't work. She's not protecting him. She's just not letting the Democrats run with the law. And to me, guys, this is the biggest take home this year of what's happening with your government and lawfare. This is the lesson that you have, the contrast of Aileen Cannon, which is normal and legal, and all of how corrupt New York is. They all have the same laws allegedly to operate under, but it's the choice of the political activist that makes your Constitution is worthless if a Democrat reads it. So a lot of Republicans, and we're conservatives, we're pro-Constitution. The Constitution is dead if Democrats are reading it and are going to employ it and are going to argue for it at any court. It's dead. The law is dead if it's argued by a Democrat who hates Trump that much. It's dead. That means to up to half of America. The law, the Constitution, belief in truth, an objective meaning, being fair is gone. And the last headline, the Washington Post. Cannon rebukes Jack Smith in denying notion to limit Trump FBI comments. She actually went and rebuked him. I rebuke you in the name of the law. I rebuke Jack Smith in the name of Jesus. She rebukes him in the name of the law. The judge overseeing Donald Trump's classified documents case, she basically said that he made a request without giving an adequate defense for it and blew it apart. Anyways, big picture is these are just pulling headlines about Jack Smith from all over the internet. I've been pulling them for over a year, guys. This is the most bad news, the highest percentage he's had, where it's all bad news for him. The tide has turned against this man and is going in favor of Trump. Can you smell it? Can you feel it? I kind of smell it. Let me know in the comments below. If you see the tide turning also, what should happen to Jack Smith? Should he go to jail or go to prison?
Yo, there we have it, guys. Coming from our friend Doug in Exile. I'll definitely be sure to leave that original video link down in the description box below. For those who want to go over there and check that out, also you guys to go over there and show our friend Doug a bit of love. Oh my goodness, guys. It's all about over for that supposed special counsel Jack Smith. They're now smelling blood in the water. Trump's legal team is going to go for the gusto. And it seems like Jack Smith is going to work his way out the door by himself. It doesn't take much assistance for, a fraudster like Jack Smith, someone who was illegitimately appointed by Attorney General Merrick Garland, specifically to come after this guy, Donald Trump. Legal lawfare of our justice system, coming after this guy with this weaponized state, Department of Justice system. It doesn't take much to get yourself tossed out if you're doing wrong. You're going out, seeking out to do wrong by someone, trying to harm someone with your office and your position. You shouldn't even have, you shouldn't have even brought about or had merit to bring about this case against Donald Trump. Been saying that for quite some time. This guy, Jack Smith, has been showing his political and personal interest, his bias within this case by the way he has tried to rush through, hurry up and get this thing tried and on trial. Before the election date later on this year in November. Judge Eileen Cannon is a very impartial judge. You will notice that despite the fact that she is a Trump appointee, she still remains very impartial despite whatever the left is saying, that she is erring on the side of Donald Trump because she's a Trump appointment. But that doesn't mean that she has to err on the side or be in Trump's pocket. He got her in there, but she can err on the side of justice. And that's what she's done here. We can see just by the way Jack Smith, his behavior, the way he's conducted himself within that courtroom, even going as far as yelling and slamming down on the podium inside of the courtroom, just showing that he has personal and political interest within this case. Too much emotions tied up in the case to even make a sound decision. He's so clouded by that Trump derangement syndrome. He doesn't even notice why Judge Eileen Cannon keeps slamming down on him when he's moving, seeking motions to gag Donald Trump, just like we've seen Judge Juan Merchan do. He's following in his footsteps. You've seen it work in that charade New York Stormy Daniels hush money case. He tried to do it down here in the state of Florida. He's like, if I can't win this case fair and square, I'll just shut this guy up, through the judge. But one thing he didn't consider is the fact that Judge Eileen Cannon is not, bought and paid for. She's not compromised. She's a very impartial judge. She's going to serve on the side of justice every single time. She's going to call the balls and the strikes exactly how she sees it. She doesn't care whose team you're on. We've actually seen Judge Eileen Cannon striking down on Donald Trump, his legal team, multiple times with some of their motions to dismiss charges by Jack Smith. Based on what we just seen, it looks like it's just about all over for this guy, Jack Smith, with even questions and eyebrows being raised on the legitimacy of his appointment now. And they've been saying that from the beginning. I was surprised that this hadn't been like a more of a focal point and the focus of this guy, Jack Smith, or the defense of Donald Trump, his legal team, because his office doesn't even hold the merit or enough weight in order to bring about these cases against Donald Trump. And if that case is true, or these claims are true by, Donald Trump, his legal team, and all these other representatives that have been, pointing out this flaw on Jack Smith. We've heard Jim Jordan say it a couple of times, trying to argue the point that Jack Smith shouldn't even be in the spot of special counsel, special prosecutor. Merrick Garland didn't go about this the right way. And this is another one that's moving back into the headlines, back into the spotlight, and may work on Jack Smith just getting tossed out of that seat. And in turn, all of this case will be dismissed also. So I'm excited to see what's going on. Definitely going to be following this one very close. It seems like this Jack Smith won't stop with his political moves, personal interest in this case. He's showing his bias and his vendetta against Donald Trump based on the behavior, the way he's acting in court, his motions. Now he's sending in a motion to gag Donald Trump, just like what we've seen in the state of New York. That charade case, D. Alvin Bragg, Judge Juan Merchan, with a very illegitimate, illegal gag order on Donald Trump. Shouldn't have been brought about. It's part of the reason why Donald Trump lost that case. I feel like if he would have been able to say or bring about certain information to the jury, I don't know. I just think him and his legal team would have been able to take this a whole different way or present a different optics to our jury, guys. But definitely hop in the comment section and let me know your thoughts. Suppose the special counsel Jack Smith is now running straight into a brick wall. This newest update, he's got questions and concerns being raised on the classified documents case. Trump possibly moving towards that spot of getting presidential immunity or limited immunity from our Supreme Court. I'm excited to see that one. And also got questions and concerns on the legitimacy of his appointment, guys. Maybe even seeing Jack Smith getting tossed right out onto the street, out that office, out that spot, special counsel. Definitely hop in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think comes next for that supposed special counsel Jack Smith. We're seeing him getting tossed out of that spot, tossed out of his seat as special prosecutor, or are we going to see him getting his cases all tossed out? Or we're going to see them both, guys. Definitely hop in the comment section and let me know your thoughts. Also, make sure you guys hit that share button and share this out to as many Facebook friends as possible, guys. Share the truth. Also, make sure you guys hit that like button. It doesn't cost one thing. You guys hit that like button for your boy, and also hit that subscribe button as we're on the road to the truth. Hop aboard for the journey. I'll catch you guys on the next week.